Hey, what's up, guys? So I got a great free application for you guys to check out. It's on the Android Play Store, and it works if you have a Fire TV box, a Fire TV stick, or any Android device or box. You might want to check out their description just to make sure your Android box is compatible, but it definitely works on Fire TV and Firestick. So it's called Cetusplay Cast to Fire TV. It's a free application. I'm just going to read through some of their description just so you guys can get a better understanding of what it is. It's a multifunction remote control app like Apps to Fire and Fire Installer for Android TV box, Fire TV, and Android TV. Also, it acts as a mouse. So there's mouse toggle on the Android Play Store, but that one is $2.99. So you get this for free in this application. So it's a multiple navigation modes, including direction pad, touchpad, keyboard mode, and mouse mode. You can cast local files from your phone to your TV. There's live channels features, so you can add a local M3U file and playlist. You can send popular apps to the TV in a few seconds without logging in. Quick launch TV apps through one click. You can clean cache and trash to speed up your TV, and you can share the screen capture when you want to. It's not a screen recorder, it just captures a picture of the screen. And then requirements are a streaming media player, Android TV, Google Nexus player, NVIDIA Shield, Fire TV, and Stick, and some other Android devices. So if you're on a Fire TV stick or a Fire TV, you need to turn on ADB debugging and restart the Fire TV. And then you need to install Cetusplay phone version and connect to the Fire TV and let the TV version of the application install on your TV device. You can scroll down here and you can see there's a bunch of different devices that are compatible with the application. So if you're interested in getting this, I urge you to just come in here and make sure your device is compatible. So let's start it up. All you got to do is click on it and make sure you're on the same Wi-Fi as your Fire TV stick or Android device. You'll see on my screen TV, it says it's been connected. So if we just hit our home button here, there we are. And I'm moving down on the direction pad. As you can see, everything works flawlessly. So you have your home button, your volume up and down, you have power down, you have your menu button in the bottom left corner, and you have your back button in the bottom right corner. And if you click this little bubble thing, it cleans your cache for you, as you can see on my TV. And then if you click the top right button, you have D-pad mode, touchpad mode, mouse mode, and numeric keyboard. So touchpad mode is just that. You can slide your finger across and it moves it around. If you go to mouse mode, as you can see on my screen, on my TV, there is a mouse now. It works pretty good. It's not, that great, but it definitely gets the job done because certain applications you are going to need a mouse. So this works for that. It's pretty smooth. It's pretty responsive, as you can see. Kind of laggy, but I'm sure in the future updates they're going to fix that and make it run smoother. But it's nice to have a mouse because I know certain applications on the Fire TV stick, you will need a mouse to navigate. And then you have numeric keyboard. And you also got your little remote control down here at the bottom. So nice feature there. I'm going to go back to D-pad mode. But it's a nice remote in case you lose yours or, just want to use the remote on your phone. You can do that. And then we have play on TV. So you can cast local video files from your phone to your TV. Same with pictures and also files. And then if we go to App Center, this is another great feature that I like. There is a ton of applications in here that you can install from this app, and it'll sideload it to your Fire TV stick, your Fire TV, or Android device. So that's nice. Literally, you just click install, and it's on there within a few seconds. Some popular ones you can see: Kodi, ES File Explorer, Downloader, Showbox, Popcorn Time. There's just a bunch of applications in here, guys. There's a lot of live IPTV streaming apps. Mobdro, popular one, make sure you get that. SPMC, that is what I use. It's a fork of Kodi, and I think it runs a lot better on Android devices. It's a lot smoother, and I just like using it compared to Kodi. It's pretty much the same thing, just the Android developer of Kodi decided to part ways, and he made a fork, which is SPMC. Terrarium TV, another popular one. HD Video Box, LiveNet TV, another live streaming app. So I'm not going to go through everything, but you guys can check it out. As you can see, there is a huge list of a ton of applications that you guys can install and check out. iike TV now, just a lot of popular ones that I'm sure you guys will enjoy. And I like it because you literally just click install, and within 15-20 seconds it's on your Fire Stick, and it just works great. So there's the App Center, and then if you click on My Apps, it'll show you a list of all of your applications on your device. Quick access, you can click on them, run them, you can uninstall them, whatever you want to do. So it's nice to have that feature there. Then you also have Clean Master, which, as you can see on my screen, TV screen, it's going to scan everything, and it's going to clean up junk files and cache and temporary files, obsolete APKs, residual junk, and TV memory boost. So as you can see, it takes a minute to do it to get to 100%, but if your TV or anything's running slow, just go in here, do this, and hopefully it should clear some things out so it runs a lot better. So there's that. And then there's also screen capture. This is not a screen video recorder, it's just a capture. So if you want to capture a picture or image on your TV, you can do that. You can refresh it at times, and then you can also click to save it, and you can tweet it, send it to email, friends, whatever it is. But it's a nice little feature. So as you can see, it captured my screen at that moment, and if I click refresh, it's just gonna refresh to the newer image of whatever's on. But it's nice to have that feature just in case you need to send something to somebody to show them if it's not working or whatever. Then you have access to YouTube. Your live channel right here is where you can add your local M3U files with TV channels, so you can add a playlist. That's a nice feature. And then you have settings. So I'll just go in here. You can, typical settings, you know, vibrate when pressed, keep screen light on, volume key control, panel after launching, applications, and then you can check for updates and update the TV Cetusplay version and rate it. And if you see this little widget right here, you can click on that, and it's just a nice little remote control that pops up on different parts of the application, so you can have quick access to the remote and you don't have to keep like switching back and forth. So it's a nice feature to have, but you just click away and it goes away. But so that's pretty much the application, you guys. I really like it with this remote. Sometimes I use this rather than the actual Fire Stick remote that came with the device, and I really like it because you have that mouse mode. So like I said, it's kind of laggy, but it's nice. I mean, when you move your thumb around, it definitely is responsive and it's quick, and it's just a nice feature to have because there are certain applications that you need a mouse because they're not remote control friendly. So it's nice to have that feature. Hopefully in future updates they're going to make it even better, just because there are things that need to be fixed with it. But for now it does seem to work for the most part. So nice feature to have, you guys. It's completely free too. Another thing I like. There is mouse toggle on the Play Store, but that one I believe is $2.99. So you get all of this. This is basically 4, 5, 6 apps all in one for free. So that is another thing that I like about this application. It's nice. Like I said, up top here you have your volume up and down. You can also power down, and then your typical, whoops, my phone went out, your typical other remote features and stuff. I like this little widget down here. You just click it and you can see on the TV it cleans the cache for you real quick, so that's nice. And another feature I use a lot is this App Center. Ton of applications in here that you can install with one click, so it's a really nice feature. Again, you have that floating widget so you can get to the remote, quick access, volume up and down, your menu and back buttons, and then you just press away and that little widget goes back down, so that is nice. But I like that they included Kodi, SPMC, and Lodi, which Lodi and SPMC are two different forks of Kodi that you guys can check out. Like I said, SPMC is what I run. I believe it runs better on Android devices than the actual Kodi app. But again, that's just my opinion. But you guys can check it out. And you can also install Kodi and SPMC on your device, and that way you can run 2 different builds on one device. So that's another nice feature if you want to install SPMC on your device alongside Kodi, and then you can run, you can install 2 different builds on the same device. So nice feature, you guys. But again, like I said, it's pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 applications in one, all for free. So nice features. Highly recommend it. If you guys want to download it, I'll put a link in the description to the Play Store so you guys can download this, get it set up on your Fire TV stick, Android device, whatever it is. Just check and make sure your device is compatible. And yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. A nice little hidden gem. Maybe some of you didn't know about this application. If you did know about it already, sorry if you wasted your time watching this video, but I do appreciate it. And thank you if you stayed till the end. And until then, guys, I will see you in my next video. See ya!